What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with a throwback review. Today we'll be having a look at the WWE Elite Collection Series 31, Vader. Oh, it's time. It's Vader time. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him off the stand, and we'll have a better look at Big Van Vader. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Big Van Vader out off the stand, and let's actually have a look at his accessories really fast. Vader does come with two accessories. He comes with his Mastodon helmet as well as his removable mask. Now, I know there are some people who have been able to get the mask and the helmet on at the same time and have his eyes peek through, but I, for the life of me, still cannot do that. And I've had this figure for about 3 years now, and I still can't get both his masks on to the point where he looks out. I wonder if there's like little grooves in there that would help out, but both of the masks are removable. I don't really understand why. And you saw I just flung it off accidentally. Let's have a look at his standard mask first. Now, it's a really nice mask. There's some detail in it. However, Vader's mask actually had like some black markings around it, like the black seams. I kind of really wish that they would have done the black seams on it. It would have made this mask really pop. Especially right here, that these should be black. There should be some black lines around here. Another issue I have is that it's removable. I don't know why Mattel made a removable mask for this Vader. If they really wanted to, they should have just did a new Vader sculpt, have the mask permanently attached onto it, and we'd be able to attach the Mastodon mask no problem. Now, here's what it looks like on the figure, and you can see his eyes are actually poking through the eye holes. I know it's a little hard to see, but his eyes are actually looking through. If you have the second mask on, you can see like his eyebrows. It should be lined up with his eyes. His Mastodon mask is done really well. I do love it, and this is one of the reasons I picked up this figure, because I really loved Vader's entrance. When he wore the Mastodon mask, he would set it on the floor and pyrotechnics would come out of it. It was just a really awesome mask, and I loved it. But let's actually have a look at Vader's details while we're here. It does look like Vader, although one thing you might want to do is figure out how you're going to have Vader displayed. I know there are some people that are going to have him displayed with this mask, and just for the sake of the review, we're going to keep this mask on him. And one problem I have is that it's a really loose fit. Like, it should actually be tighter, which is why I think they should have invested in a new Vader sculpt and just sculpt the mask on. But it does look like Vader. I will give it that. His hair is nicely sculpted and painted. On mine, there are little paint blemishes right here, which is a little unfortunate, but I can't scratch that off because it's on red paint. The plastic is actually molded in flesh color, and the red and black are actually painted. The Vader time is nice and clean. However, you can see right here the red is a little light here and a little light there. Looks perfect on the back, although you do have to line it up. And it lines up no problem. I really do love the striking gloves that Vader has. I kind of wish that we had like the Vader hand, where he had his fingers like this and would do its Vader time. A hand like that would have been really nice, but I am still really glad we at least got unique hands for Vader. You can see he is wearing some really big knee pads. And then we go on to his red boots with the black laces, which look really nice on Vader. Can't really complain too much on the aesthetics of this figure. He looks really, really nice. Let's actually go on to articulation now. Vader is a pretty big guy, and I feel like this figure is a tiny bit too small. And I don't mean small like from the stomach, well, maybe from the stomach, but I feel like they could have made Vader just a tiny bit wider, like just a hair thicker would have made an even better figure. But let's have a rundown of his articulation. He does have a bulge on his head. He can look up. Can't really look down because of the way his head is sculpted and how low it sits on his neck, but he can rotate his head left and right. Now you can see the mask does get in the way, which is why my preferred look is having him with the Mastodon mask on. That is something to take note, that if you are posing him with this mask, it is going to move around quite a bit, which is a little unfortunate, but there's really not much you can do. Moving on to his articulation, his arms are on a ball joint. They go out, do a full 360. They spin at the bicep, single jointed at the elbow, spins and bends at the wrist. No problems there. He does have an ab crunch which goes back and forward quite a bit for a big guy. I do like that. He has a waist swivel. Now, he has the standard joints of an elite figure. They do go forward, back, and out. Before I started this review, his joints actually locked up on me, and I had to take a hairdryer for about 5 minutes just to loosen his joints so that I can get him ready for the review. But now that I had that hairdryer on, you can still hear that squeaking. It was worse before I took the hairdryer, believe me. But I really love the fact that his joints are still stiff. We have rotation at the thigh, double joints in the knee, although I kind of wish his knee pad sat a little higher, because we do get this little gap with the knee pad. It is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. He has a swivel at the boot. And then this ankle has always given me problems. It is a really, really stiff ankle joint. I have to take 2 hands just to move it, and it gives me problems a lot. This one not so much. This one is tight, but it's not overly tight, which I do like that. And of course he does have a rocker ankle. So all the articulation you'd expect from an elite figure, and for being a big guy, I really do like that it's not at all hindered whatsoever. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get Vader posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Vader posed for my final thoughts. Overall, still an amazing figure and really, really well executed. It's another prime example of what Mattel can really do with these WWE figures. Now, I don't remember how much this particular Vader goes for. I want to say he's about $30 online loose. I know the Legends Vader does go for a little bit more. However, I really do like the Vader Time color scheme better than his Big Van Vader color scheme. If you're able to find this figure, I really recommend you add him to your collection, especially if you're a huge Vader fan like I am. One of the only gripes I have about him is that I still, for the life of me, cannot get his Mastodon mask and his actual mask on at the same time. I have tried for so long, and even to this day I still have problems with it. But anyway, if you can track down a Big Van Vader, definitely have him in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my WWE Elite reviews are also up, so check those out as well. And while you're at it, let me know down in the comments if there's a figure you would like to see me review. And if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.